What you need to know about email marketing. Commercial emails can be an effective marketing tool. As Herbalife Nutrition independent distributors, it's important to follow the rules about when you can send them. The United States Can-Spam Act, U.S. state laws, and laws from other countries have specific rules and stringent penalties if you don't follow them. Although individual laws vary, there are a few basics in order to comply. First, have true and accurate email headers. Second, be honest and transparent about what your email is about. Third, have a clear and easy way for people to opt out and be sure to promptly honor opt-out requests. The goal is for consumers to trust us and to know that we respect them. Types of email messages. An email message can be commercial, transactional, or a mix of both. The key for classifying them is to identify the primary purpose. The primary purpose of a commercial message is to advertise or promote a commercial product or service. Commercial email messages are regulated whether they are solicited or unsolicited. Transactional messages, sometimes also known as relationship messages, are much less regulated than commercial messages, but fewer emails will qualify as being transactional. Under the Can-Spam Act, a transactional or relationship message must have one of the following primary purposes: to complete or confirm an agreed-upon commercial transaction, to deliver purchased goods or services, to provide information about warranties, recalls, or safety, to provide notifications about account terms, to provide information about employment relationships or benefit plans. If you send a transactional or relationship message, it will still be a commercial message if the primary purpose is advertisement or promotion. To avoid this, the part of the transactional or relationship content must appear at the beginning of the message. The focus is on how the recipient will reasonably interpret the primary purpose of the message. Types of legal requirements. Under the U.S. Can-Spam Act, the source, destination, and routing information attached to all emails must be accurate. This means the from line of each message must accurately identify the sender and contain an accurate domain name and originating email address. All emails must be truthful and transparent. This means the subject line of each message must accurately reflect the content of the message. Each message must include the valid physical postal address of the distributor. Post office box addresses are also acceptable. A commercial message must state that it is an advertisement or solicitation unless the recipient previously consented to receiving the message. The key to compliance is to be honest and transparent. Don't try to trick people or disguise the true aim of the message. Commercial messages must include a clear, conspicuous notice about how to make an opt-out request. The message must contain a functioning return email address or internet-based way to opt out of future commercial email messages. Under Can-Spam, within 10 business days after receiving an opt-out request, distributors must stop initiating or sending commercial emails to the person. Each distributor must keep its own Do Not Email list, DNE list, to track and honor all opt-out requests. Laws in other countries and affirmative consent. In some countries, you can't email someone unless you have their prior affirmative consent or opt-in. For example, under the Canadian Anti-Spam Law, or CASL for short, people must generally opt in before you can email them. CASL is thus more restrictive than Can-Spam, which allows you to send commercial messages until people opt out. If you do business with customers outside of the U.S., it is always best, if possible, to obtain and document affirmative consent before sending commercial messages. This is the safest way to be compliant and ensure that people really want to receive your messages. Even if you obtain affirmative consent, you still have to follow the Can-Spam Act requirements, but you don't need to identify the messages as an ad or solicitation. Obtaining email addresses. Distributors may not obtain email addresses by address harvesting or dictionary attacks. Address harvesting is using automated means to collect email addresses from a website or online service. A dictionary attack refers to automated means used to generate possible email addresses. Distributors are prohibited from using scripts or other automated means to register for multiple email accounts. The best way to get email addresses is through a relationship with the recipient. Other issues regarding emailing. There are a few other important things to know about sending commercial emails. Distributors must immediately discontinue email activity if they receive any notice from a governmental authority regarding their email practices, and promptly report all notices to Herbalife Nutrition. When using the services of a non-Herbalife Nutrition vendor, the actions or omissions of the vendor will be considered actions or omissions of the distributor for purposes of compliance with Herbalife Nutrition's rules. Distributors must also confirm that the vendor services comply with all applicable laws. Whenever you have any questions, contact the Privacy Department at privacy@herbalife.com. You are the distributor difference.